e4, king's pawn opening, opening line. The king's pawn opening move is both popular and logical. It controls the center, opens lines for both the queen and the bishop, and usually leads to an open game in which tactics, rather than slow maneuvering, predominates. e5, king's pawn game, opening line. Black responds symmetrically, making a direct challenge to the central squares. Bishop c4, bishop's opening, opening line. The bishop's opening is an attempt to capitalize on the inherent weakness of f7. But centuries of analysis have shown that this natural move is no stronger when played earlier than later. Knight f6, bishop's opening, Berlin defense, opening line. With the reply to knight f6, white is allowed to retain the slightest of advantages over and above the first move, with an 11% better prospect for white winning as opposed to losing. 3d3, 3 knight c3, and 3 knight f3 all maintain the advantage. 3f4 is an error, ceding black the better prospects by 17%. Knight c3, bishop's opening, Berlin defense, opening line. Bishop c5, Vienna game, Falkbeer variation, opening line. d3, Vienna game, Falkbeer variation, opening line. d6, Vienna game, Falkbeer variation, opening line. Bishop g5, out of opening book, f4, would have been in the Vienna game, Falkbeer variation, book opening. Pins black's knight at f6. Castle kingside. Bishop takes f6. Slightly better is knight f3. Queen takes f6. Threatens mate, queen captures pawn. Black wins a bishop for a knight. Material is even. Knight f3 clears the way for a kingside castle. g5. Slightly better is c6. Knight d5 forks black's queen and black's pawn at c7 and blocks black's pawn at d6. Queen h6 leads to knight takes c7, d5, bishop takes d5, bishop takes f2, check, king f1, g4, knight takes a8, bishop e3, knight c7, g takes f3, queen takes f3, which wins a knight and a pawn for a rook and 3 pawns. Better is Queen d8, leading to b4, bishop b6, queen d2, knight d7, queen takes g5, check, queen takes g5, knight takes g5, a5, rook b1, a takes b4, rook takes b4, which wins a queen and a pawn for a queen and 2 pawns. This was black's most serious miscue, but black was able to stay close and eventually mated. Knight takes c7, pins black's pawn at f7, and attacks black's rook at a8.